Hi, I'm Mary Kay Krasikis, and today we're going to lead you through a 40-minute yoga class. So if you'd like to get your mat out and get ready, I'll introduce you to our yogis. We'll start over here.
I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Morgan.
I'm Lucy.
I'm Johanna.
So everyone's going to get a block, or if you're at home, you can get a telephone book, and just sit on it and let your knees drop below your hips. Go ahead and lift your shoulders up and roll them down your back. Relax your rib cage. And now close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And everyone exhale like you're fogging up a mirror. And breathe in. This time exhale with your mouth closed, making the sound of ujjayi breathing. Kind of sounds like the ocean. So go ahead and inhale. And a big exhale. So just for 1 minute, I want you to allow your thoughts to leave your head, focusing on the breath, taking a big inhalation. Hold the breath, and now exhale deeply. And breathe in. And breathe out. And if a thought pops in your head, just notice it, label it as a thought, and just let it float away until your mind starts to become clear. And go ahead and open your eyes and take the block out from underneath you. And then take your feet together. So we're setting it up for Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale and fold forward. So if you need to make this easier, you can take your feet away from your body. If you want to make it more challenging, bring your feet closer to your body. Inhale and rise, and straighten your right leg, and take your left foot into your thigh in Janusarasana. Okay, in Janusarasana, flex your right foot, and then arms reach up, and fold over the right leg, taking your hands on the outside of your foot, and if that's hard to do, you can grab your calf muscle, your ankle, and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Really sink into the breath, inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly coming all the way up and take it to the other side. So left leg straightens, right foot comes into Janusarasana. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale and fold over the left leg. Just drape your body over the left thigh. And again, inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale to fold deeper. And then slowly coming back up. And we're going to take it onto our hands and knees on all fours for cat-cow tilts. So before we start, press into the tops of your feet and then gently lift your knees off the mat. Draw your belly in and shoulders are directly above your wrists. And then exhale, bring your knees down. Come up on the balls of your feet for a few cat-cow tilts. So belly drops, heart lifts, inhale, look up, hold the breath. Now exhale, round your back, chin to chest. Really exaggerate the movement here. And belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, round your back. So you're really linking the breath with the movement. And belly drops, heart lifts, lift through your sit bones. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest. And hold this and drop your hips side to side. So you're really opening up your hips here and feeling looser and more relaxed. And then coming back to center, go ahead and extend your left arm and your right leg. And really reach through your fingers and toes. And then see if you can take your hand to your foot and reach it up to the sky. And look down so that your gaze elongates the neck. And go ahead and release the foot, forward and back, and bring it back down. And right arm, left leg extends. So you're really reaching through your foot. And then take the right hand to the left foot or ankle and lift it up. And breathe, looking down, inhale. And exhale, extend forward and back and bring it back down. And now we're going to move into downward dog. So lift your hips high and inhale your heels up high. So you're on the balls of your feet, and then exhale, heels to the floor. So in downward dog, you want to draw your navel to your spine. Press your chest towards your thighs. And then kind of relax your neck. Let your neck relax. And then shift forward into plank. So in plank, your shoulders are directly above your wrists, and you want to lift your knees. So this looks easier than it is, so really use the breath. Now exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, heels lift high, and drop both heels to the right. So as your heels drop, you're still pressing your hips to the back wall. And then coming back to downward dog. Inhale, heels high. Go ahead and drop them over to the left, pressing your hips towards the back of the room. And coming back to center, downward dog. Slowly walk your feet to your hands. And we're going to hang in ragdoll. So bend your knees a lot, especially if you have tight hamstrings, and grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. Good. And as you have your feet hip-width distance apart, you kind of shift your weight into the balls of your feet, relaxing your neck. Shake it yes, and shake it no. And then just feel that release in your lower back. And then sway all the way to the right, sway to the left. And just imagine all your thoughts falling out of your head. And then drop your hands to the floor and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time until your head comes up last. And then inhale your arms up high. You're going to reach up through your fingertips and then lean over to the right with your left arm. Right arm is going to extend to the left. Flex your left foot. And then feet together, arms reverse. Right arm reaches to the left. Flex your right foot. Reach through your left hand. And feet together, arms reach up. Reach up through your fingertips. Glide your shoulders down your back. And now see if you can just look up to the ceiling, pressing your hips to the front of the room. And then coming back to center. We're going to move in a sun salutation. So swan dive forward, lead with your heart and fold forward. Inhale and make a flat back. Exhale, stepping back to plank. So if you need to modify, for chaturanga, you're going to drop to your knees. So Elizabeth's going to show us the modification. Otherwise, we're going to lower chaturanga. Elbows hug the sides of your body. Press into upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And take a breath here. And a big exhale out. Inhale in. And then let it go. Exhale out. Now imagine you're inhaling and filling your body with all the positive energy. And exhale any negative energy. Inhale your heels high. Bend your knees so they hover about an inch off the mat. And now look between your hands. You can either walk or float to your hands. And Utkatasana. Drop your hips, arms reach up. Squeeze your thighs and your drishtis between your open palms. Breathe in. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. And you're either modifying or lowering chaturanga. Elbows hug the sides of your body. Press up into upward dog. Shoulders relax down your back. And you're really pressing into the tops of your feet to lift your thighs off the mat. Exhale, lift your hips high for downward dog and then roll over your toes. Now right leg lifts high. And bend your knee and open your hip. And step your right foot forward to land into warrior one. So arms pull you up to stand. And go ahead and draw the right hip back so your hips are facing forward. Now press into the outside edge of your back foot. And breathe. Keeping your gaze forward, you're going to open up into warrior two. And sink a little lower. And maybe you shift your knee to the right about an inch. And then glide into intense side angle stretch. Right arm on the inside, reach up with your left hand. Look at your thumb in the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right arm up and go back. And then exhale, unwind your arms all the way down, stepping back to plank. Modify or not, and chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra, and relax your shoulders down your back. Now exhale, downward dog. And left foot lifts high. Bend your knee and open your hip. Stepping your left foot forward, warrior one. And once you land, just check in with your alignment, drawing your left hip back, pressing into the outside edge of the back foot, and then relax in the pose, looking straight ahead. And then open up warrior two, sinking a little lower, reaching through your fingers like someone's pulling your hands either direction. And then glide into intense side angle stretch. Right arm, reach it up, look up at the sky. So if you want to go deeper here, Morgan's going to take her left hand down all the way to the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and over. And then cartwheel your hands down, stepping back to plank and lower chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in and exhale, clear it out. Big exhale. And now how about if we take a break here by taking our knees down to the mat and sinking back into child's pose. Because child's pose is where you should go if anything feels like it's too much today. And it's a great place to start to notice if you started thinking. You don't want to think in yoga. The whole goal is to clear the chatter in your mind. breathe in, maybe rock side to side, and breathe out. And once you feel that child's pose has re-energized you, you can press back into downward dog. Breathe in. And exhale with your mouth open. And again, lift your heels high, inhale. Bend your knees so they're hovering. Look between your hands and either walk or float to your hands. Utkatasana, drop your hips, arms reach up. So in Utkatasana, you want to look down at your toes so you can see your toes. And then look back up between your open palms. Now take your palms to your heart. And we're going to twist to the right. So left elbow goes to the outside of your right thigh. And then start to bring your palms to your heart. Relax your right shoulder. And then open it up. Left hand comes down on the floor or a block. Right arm, reach it up. And your gaze shifts to your thumb in the sky. Maybe you drop your hips another inch. And breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale and fold forward. Now take your feet hip width distance apart, setting it up for Padangusthasana. So you're going to want to bend your knees a lot. Make a peace sign and hook your big toes. Inhale and make a flat back. Exhale and start to fold forward, taking your elbows out wide to the side so that you can feel that release on your lower back. So this is a deep forward fold. And elbows pull wide to the sides. Just sort of let your head relax. Sometimes we start to tense up when something's challenging. One more breath in. Exhale and release your toes. Toe heel your feet together. And drop into Utkatasana. So hips drop, arms reach up, squeeze your thighs together. Exhale, palms to your heart. And we're going to twist to the left. So right elbow comes to the outside of your left thigh. So as your palms come to your heart, your left shoulder relaxes, and then you can open up your hips. Reaching that left arm up to the sky, your gaze shifts to that left hand. And you breathe deeply, dropping your hips another inch. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in. Exhale and fold forward. Now inhale and lift your heart, make a flat back, press into your shins. As you lengthen through the crown of your head, your shoulders relax down your back, and you lift your sit bones. Now exhale, fold. And then arms pull you up to stand. And swan dive forward, drop your head and fold. Inhale, make a flat back. Exhale, step or hop to plank. And lower chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So right leg lifts high. And this time you're going to step it forward to crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of the back foot, and then slowly arms reach all the way up. Keep that left heel lifted and see if you can lower your left knee to the floor so it hovers. And Elizabeth's going to show the modification. Her left knee is going to drop all the way down. So breathe here. And then we're slowly going to start to straighten the back leg and shift our weight into the right foot so we can fly in Dekasana. Arms reach to the back of the room and flex your left foot like your heel is pressing into the back wall. Little up dog in your chest, lift your heart, breathe in. And with grace, see if you can step back into crescent lunge. And palms come to your heart. And we're going to twist left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. And start to draw your palms to your heart center. And then if it feels comfortable, you can open it up. And if this is too much, the modification, left knee down, left hand on the inside of that right leg. And then gaze at your thumb in the sky. And breathe a lot. And start to lower your left heel to the floor. And then you're going to unwind your arms to open up into Warrior Two. Sinking another inch, relaxing your shoulders. And then glide into intense side angle stretch. Right arm on the inside of that right leg. Look at your thumb in the sky. So you keep the drishti, as the classic drishti pose is the thumb in the sky. Unless you get headaches, you can look down. And then breathe in. And reverse warrior. Reach up and go back. Now slowly straighten the right leg. Good, and we're going to shift forward. So both arms reach into opposite direction. And then shift forward like you're reaching forward as far as you can go, and then bring it down into Trikonasana, triangle. And your shoulders stack right over that right leg. And again, the gaze is at your thumb in the sky, or you look down. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then go ahead, everyone's going to look down at your big toe, and we're going to start to position our block about 6 inches in front of your pinky toe, setting it up for half moon. And then take your hand on the block and then lift your left leg high. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Flex your left foot. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale and step it back. Warrior Two. And reverse warrior. Reach up and go back. And then unwind your arms all the way down, stepping back to plank. And lower chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot lifts high. And step it forward, crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of the back foot again. Find your drishti straight ahead, and then start to lower the right knee so it hovers an inch off the mat. And breathe in. Breathe out. And then slowly start to straighten that right leg. Shift your weight into the left foot and kick your back leg up to fly in Dekasana. So a little up dog in the chest. Keep flexing your right heel. And breathe. Gaze is down on the floor. Inhale. Exhale and slowly step back to land in crescent lunge. Palms come to your heart. And we're going to twist to your left. So right elbow comes to the outside of your left thigh. Start to bring your palms to your heart. Maybe you open it up. And breathe. Maybe you lift that right knee a little higher to make it really active. Or if you need to modify, the right knee comes all the way down. And when you're ready, you're going to drop the right heel and then unwind your arms to come all the way up into Warrior Two. Keeping your gaze forward, glide into intense side angle stretch. And you can look up at your thumb in the sky or look down and breathe. And reverse warrior. Reach up and go back. So the right hand just kind of gently walks down the back leg. And then the left arm reaches up and goes back. Now straighten the left leg. And you're going to shift your weight forward, so you keep reaching forward until you can't go any further, and then bring it down on a block or your ankle or your shin, and start to stack your shoulders right over that left leg. And breathe in and exhale. And now look down at your left foot, and we're going to set it up for half moon. So taking a block about 6 inches in front of your pinky toe, and take your left hand down on the block, and then lift the right leg up. And breathe. If you want to make this more challenging, you can switch your gaze to the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale and gently step back into warrior two. And then relax your shoulders. Start to notice when you tense up. And then reverse warrior. Reach up and go back. And then slowly exhale your arms all the way down, stepping back to plank. And lower, chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe in. And a big breath out. Now you're going to lift your heels high. Bend your knees a lot. And then see if you can float to land with your feet on the outside of your hands. We're going to go into a squat, malasana. So your palms start to come to your heart. So some of us are going to stay here because this is a deep stretch. Others, if you want to try crow, you can take a block in front of your head. Take your hands down on the mat and your knees come high on the back of your shoulders. Lift your hips high. Maybe take one foot off and then the other foot. And float in crow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release, coming all the way down. Good, and then just slowly bend your knees, feet together, roll up, one vertebra at a time. For a few balance poses, so inhale, arms up high, exhale, palms to your heart. And just close your eyes for a moment to feel centered. Breathe in. And breathe out, clearing all those thoughts. And then open your eyes. And we're going to take the right foot up into tree. So right foot, you can either take it on your thigh or you can take it down like a kickstand for the modification. But the most important part of tree is to find one spot to gaze on and breathe. And from tree, you're going to take the right leg up and over the standing leg. Wrap it around for eagle. Right arm under and around. Squeeze your thighs and start to sink low, like you're sitting in a chair, lifting your elbows high. Breathe in. And then slowly bring your right knee into your chest and step it back behind you so you're in warrior two legs. Arms stay in an eagle bind. Reach up and go back. And then release it, coming back to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, palms to heart for mountain pose. And take a deep breath in and clear it out. Remembering to breathe. Left foot comes up into tree. Find your drishti straight ahead. Relax your shoulders. Draw your navel to your spine. And then just relax in the pose. Just find the alignment and relax. This time, take your hands out in a yoga mudra. So fingers to thumb. And go ahead and take your hands back up to the sky. See if you can switch your drishti to the ceiling. Breathe in and exhale, palms back to your heart center. And then the left leg wraps up and over for eagle on the left side, left arm under and around. So you can use your left leg as a kickstand like Elizabeth's going to do. Squeeze your arms together, lift them higher, squeeze your legs, and then slowly start to pull the left knee into your chest. And step the left foot back into warrior two legs. Reach your bound arms up and go back. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind your arms, feet together at the front of your mat. And then go right into Utkatasana. And then see if you can lower all the way down until you make a tight ball. And then we're going to roll back onto our backs. And squeeze your legs together and rock side to side. This might be a bad angle. So rock side to side. And setting it up for bridge pose. So you're going to bring your heels down to the floor, knees up. And then hands by your sides. Lift your hips high. And then interlace your fingers underneath your back and inch your shoulder blades together. So if your knees are too far apart, you can take a block and squeeze. Keep lifting through your thighs. Your chin just rests on your chest. And then slowly lower it down. And now this time, reach your arms over your head. So press your shoulder blades into the mat. And again, lifting your thighs high. So your thighs are really doing all the work in bridge. You relax your toes. And then draw your right knee into your chest and straighten the right leg up high. So this looks simple, but there's a lot of work going on. So keep breathing and lifting your hips, and then bring the right leg down. And left foot lifts high. Reach it up, hips lift, and then bring the left foot down. And then lower your hips all the way down, Supta Baddha. The soles of your feet press together, and just let your knees flop open. So if this is too much on your hips, you can always take 2 blocks here to put underneath each leg. And just close your eyes and use this as another opportunity to clear your mind. Start to notice when thoughts start to crowd your brain and let them go. So the next thing we'll try is either bridge or wheel, or you can stay where you are. So like Elizabeth will stay here. If she wants a break, take it down, modify it. And we'll go into wheel for Sophia and press up. So bridge or wheel, and Morgan will do bridge. One more breath in, and then everyone come all the way down. Come down to your mat and then just rotate your wrists in a circle just to loosen up your wrists. And we're going to glide into shoulder stand. And Elizabeth's going to take a block to put underneath her hips to modify shoulder stand. So in shoulder stand, you're going to reach your feet up to the sky and support your back with your hands and breathe. If this feels comfortable for you and you're on your shoulders and not your neck, you can start to bring your feet over your head towards the floor for plow pose. So keep supporting your back. So put your hands on your back. And then we're going to slowly roll out of plow. And hug your knees to your chest and come up to a seated position for bow pose. Boat. So, arms reach out in front of you and then straighten your legs, or you can do the modification like Elizabeth with bent knees. Look at your toes. And then cross your ankles. You're going to press your palms into the front of the mat and step back into plank. And again, lower chaturanga. Elbows hug the sides of your body. Press up into upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot lifts high. And step it forward for pigeon. Kind of wiggle the left leg back. And then walk your hands to fold forward. And we're going to have Lucy do the modification. So she's going to put a block underneath her hips. And then fold forward. So the closer your right heel is to your body, the easier it will be. The further away it is, the harder it will be. And you start to make this a moving meditation. So even in your yoga practice, you're practicing to clear all those thoughts so that the thoughts that stay in your mind when you leave the class are positive. It allows you to be more creative. I like to think of a meditation as a waterfall, so that those thoughts are the chaos of the rushing water crashing down. Those are all your thoughts. That's the crazy day that you're having. And we're trying to reach that space behind the waterfall. That quiet, calm space that's unfazed by the rushing water. And then slowly start to lift up and press back into downward dog. And left leg lifts high. Step it forward for pigeon on the left. So if this pigeon is too much, Lucy, how about you show them the seated version of pigeon, which is a much easier modification if you have tight hips. It's just crossing your leg over. I'm just going to fold forward and breathe. And just let your muscles relax deeper and deeper with the breath. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to walk your hands back up. Swing your right leg around in front of you. And with bent knees, arms reaching out, just slowly roll back one vertebra at a time until you come all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And drop your knees to the right, open your arms wide, and look to the left. Allow both shoulder blades to press into the mat. And then take your knees up and over to the left. And look right. Relaxing your hips towards the floor. Close your eyes. And then coming back to center. Go ahead and straighten your legs out in front of you. And if you have two blocks, I'll show you a modification for Savasana. You can take one block underneath each knee and the other block. And let your palms face up. Now tense your whole body. So clench your teeth, squeeze your fists, every muscle tight, 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 and then let it all go. Relaxing your shoulders. Unclenching your teeth. Softening your eyes. Relaxing your jaw. And I want you to visualize right above the crown of your head this giant ball of sparkling white light. And this ball of sparkling white light is filled with healing positive energy. It's filled with kindness and laughter, the ability to be happy for others. It's filled with this calm, confident energy that allows you to really be in the moment and enjoy what you're doing when you're doing it. So take this sparkly ball of white light and allow it to come down into the crown of your head, and it starts to fill your entire head and brain. Allow it to travel down your neck, into your shoulders and arms, letting your arms feel loose and heavy. And it makes its way down your heart, into your hips, all the way down your legs, into your toes, until your entire body is sparkling with this healing white light. And you almost start to glitter and shine. And it forms this protective energy around your body, allowing things to bounce off so that you can focus on what's important and not be dragged down by drama. And then just be. Be still. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and reach your arms over your head and stretch your body long. Exhale and hug your knees into your chest and flop over to the right side. And slowly make your way up to a seated position. We all sit up tall. Shoulders lift up and roll down your back. And then press your palms together in Anjali Mudra at your forehead as we all bow forward saying Namaste. So thank you for joining us today. You can learn more about yoga and Mary Kay at beautifulkids.com. Thank you.